And yes, we are live. All right. Oh, that was a little messed up. All right, guys, we are live. So, UFC 231 Thoughts and Review. Max Holloway versus Brian Ortega. We had two title fights on tonight. We also had Valentina Shevchenko versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk for the flyweight championship. So it was a pretty stacked night tonight. I was really looking forward to this fight. You know, I've been waiting for Ortega and Holloway for months, man. It got canceled last time, so I was really looking forward to this. I know it's kind of late, so guys, bear with me on this Thoughts and Review. So I didn't actually buy the fight tonight, or I didn't get to watch it like how I normally do, but I was able to stream the whole thing. I was able to stream the last two fights. I found the stream online, so I was able to watch the last two, co-main event and main event, and that's all I normally talk about anyway. So let's go ahead and get into the co-main event. Coming into this fight, I thought Valentina was going to be too much for Joanna. Being the bigger opponent, obviously, with Joanna normally fighting at, 115. So Joanna had to go up, and, Valentina had to go down, used to fighting at bantamweight 135. And, I knew Valentina was more impressive. I think I thought she was more overall, just a better fighter, and she has, like, more wins over, like, Holly Holm and Amanda Nunes, or tough fights with Amanda Nunes. So I thought she was going to be a little bit too much for Joanna, and that's exactly what she was. She was able to utilize her wrestling, tire Joanna out. Pretty much just dominated her the whole fight on the ground. Joanna got some good head kicks, some good striking in, which I thought that was kind of the only way she was going to win this fight, but Valentina's too good, man. And she was able to get a pretty dominant win over Joanna. So we have a new flyweight king, or featherweight, one of those divisions, man, or flyweight, my bad. Yeah, so that division is probably going to be Valentina's for a long time. So let me know what y'all think about that. Joanna's plan is to go back down in 115. She's already lost to Rose Namajunas twice, so we'll see how that plays out. So I'm excited to see how the women's division rattles up here. But we do have Nunes versus Cyborg later this month, December 29th. We also have John Jones, Alexander Gustafsson. Next pay-per-view. It's going to be good, man. I'm excited. There's going to be some good fights coming up. TJ Dillashaw's fighting, I think, January 17th. And then Dominic Cruz is fighting a week after that, So the bantamweight division is getting more tight, so I'm excited, man. I'm excited. There's some good fights coming up. And 2018 has been a really good year so far, so, anyways, so yeah, Valentina's the new flyweight champ. All right, moving on into the main event, the fight that everyone was looking forward to. We got T-City, 14-0, Brian Ortega, taking on 12-fight win streak, Max Holloway. Hasn't lost in 5 years. Last loss was against Conor McGregor in 2013. Yeah, wow. It's been that long, 2013. And we obviously know Max is a totally different fighter now, He hasn't lost since then. He's been beating guys like, he's beaten Aldo twice, featherweight legend, Anthony Pettis, Charles Oliveira. The list goes on, man. Cub Swanson. He's beaten all these guys, and now he has Brian Ortega to add to his resume. So, there's talk about him going to 140, 155 lightweight. I think that's all. I think that's the smartest thing you can do at this point. There's no really other featherweight I think that can challenge him. Maybe you want to give Ortega a rematch. I wouldn't say right away. Give Ortega another fight. He's obviously the best featherweight right now. Frank Edgar was up there for a couple years, but he got knocked out by Ortega. So other than that, there's really no other fights. Aldo, he's gotten enough chance. Frankie's got enough chance. Who really is there to challenge Max Holloway right now? I don't think anybody. I don't know how to say his name. Marciano Macano. He's been up there, but he also lost to Ortega. So we'll see how if he moves up in the rankings, what he does. So we'll see how those fights play out. But as of right now, the hype was all around T-City. T-City, like I said, he knocked out Frank Edgar, got the submission guy. I thought he had a really good chance of beating Holloway, but I wasn't on the T-City hype because I just thought Holloway was too good, man. I think a lot of people underestimate Holloway, how good he was, and I think this fight shows how good he really is. His footwork is very, very nice. He able to move. He doesn't get hit a lot, and if he does, he can take a hit. He utilizes his boxing so well. Smoothest boxing I've ever seen in the featherweight division. And that's what he did in the Aldo fight. He just pieced him up. But, you know, obviously they want to say, oh, we need to see him fight another guy. He's only fought Aldo. Aldo's washed up, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, T-City was the guy to test him. And really the first 2 rounds were all him. He was connecting, hitting Brian on the big shots, you know, stunning him. Ortega hit him with the nice little combos, some elbows here and then. He even took him down and late in the first round. But other than that, it was pretty much all Holloway the whole fight. 3rd round, I would slightly give it to Ortega, but Holloway was still fighting back later in that round. But he did get, don't worry, Holloway did get tagged a little bit. Ortega was, man, I have so much respect. You got to have, whether you think Ortega got dominated or not, you have to give him respect, man. He hung in there with the best in the world, and he was getting hit, man. And that dude has a chin. So, the only thing with Brian Ortega is I wish he would have utilized his wrestling a little bit more. Obviously, when you're getting hit and you're getting, you know, the pressure of Max Holloway, it's hard to kind of lose. It kind of throws off your game plan. You have to adjust. You're getting hit. You know, you don't know what to do. A lot of people are saying that they don't like the stoppage because they thought Ortega was able to bounce back in that 5th round, take him down, and maybe submit him. But the way things were going, I don't think so. I think he just would have kept taking the beating. You know, Holloway, he was looking so good, man. He started defending the takedowns and so smooth with his boxing. He was talking to Ortega the whole fight, man. Dude, Holloway's a beast, man. He's got to be up there in top 5 conversation pound for pound right now. 13-fight win streak. He's going up there for the records for most in UFC history. Anderson Silva, 16th, first. So he's going there. But yeah, so Holloway got the stoppage late in the, or at the end of after the 4th round they called it, so they didn't even have a 5th round. But you know, I think it was a good stoppage. You know, I don't see it much being any different. Holloway's, man, he's a beast, man. I just think he's on another level. There was a lot of T-City hype, and, you know, there still should be. That man has heart. I have a lot of respect for him. I would like to see them fight again, but at the same time, I'd rather see Holloway move up to 155. I think that's what you need to do at this point. If you want to do another Ortega rematch, and, you know, you could always do that, but I really don't see Holloway fighting anybody in the featherweight division. Maybe willing to give Frankie one more shot, you know, right before he retires, but he's going to beat Frankie, man, unfortunately. But, you know, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see how Holloway does. He's becoming one of my favorite fighters. He's fun to watch, man. He really is. His smoothest boxing, his combos. He doesn't just hit you with one. He doesn't hit you with the jab. He follows up with everything. He's good, man. Holloway's a beast. So, you know, Ortega fans, you know, keep your heads up. You know, he's gonna be here for a while. He just got beat by a better guy today. You know, maybe if he utilized his wrestling a little bit more, maybe he could have possibly submitted Max early. But, you know, the stand-up, it's obviously when you're getting hit by Holloway so much, it throws off your game plan. So, you know, Max Holloway was able to get the dub, and, you know, he secured his spot as the best featherweight for right now. So let me know who you think should fight. Obviously, we have to see what plays out with lightweight. You know, Connor's fighting Dustin Poirier, and Ferguson and Khabib. That fight is cursed. That fight probably won't even happen. If I was the UFC and I was booking it, I would say Holloway and Connor rematch, and Ferguson and Khabib. And, you know, just take Poirier out of there, man. I know Poirier's earned his way up, but I just feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like Poirier should get another fight. I don't know. I think Poirier deserves a shot, but I really don't see him beating the top guys like McGregor. I think he'll do better than McGregor, but overall McGregor's going to be the guy I think he'll still win that fight. So if I was me, I would let the fight play out between McGregor and Poirier. If McGregor wins, then you do McGregor versus Holloway. If Poirier wins, maybe you do Poirier versus Khabib, and then do Holloway versus Ferguson. That would work out too. You could do that if Khabib beat Ferguson, but, you know, it all depends who wins. Obviously want to see Max Holloway and Ferguson. That'd be such a fun fight to watch, man. Two of the best in their division right now, besides Khabib. That'd be a fun to watch. So, you know, if Khabib beats Ferguson, or if that fight gets canceled, and we have Khabib versus you know, Connor again, who knows, man? It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I'm excited to see. Maybe we'll have Khabib versus Holloway super fight. So I'm excited to see, man. It's gonna be really fun to watch, and y'all let me know what y'all think. It's gonna be some good fights coming up in 2018, and I'm excited. Thanks for tuning in. I know it's late, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Peace out, guys. We'll see y'all next week.